Hi there. Welcome to Small Business Coffee Break, the weekly video series where we take a few minutes to work on your business, not just in it. This week, Oscar Valdes, rockstar real estate agent, teaches us how to negotiate CAM, common area maintenance, and relocation clauses within our commercial leases, so that we don't step in either of those two landmines. So grab a cup of coffee and let's get into it.
These are the things you got to be very wary of when you're looking at your lease. This is probably the number one thing that can affect you from a financial perspective,
right,
associated with the lease. I would always suggest when you sign the lease, write it in, and wherever that clause is, that amount is capped at a certain level.
Well, I mean, I know it's hard because every situation is different,
Sure.
right? The small to big, but I mean, if you could give an idea, what's like a reasonable level for that? I mean, maybe what's most common you see.
Well, most common. I mean, on the real estate taxes, I would try to get nothing higher than 5%.
Okay.
Okay, as the same on rental increases.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, which is
yeah.
That's now that part I do.
Yeah. Ideally, on a rental increase, you want to keep it at 3 or below.
Okay.
Okay, now I wouldn't go more than 5, but yeah, try and cap it off and just write it in, and write it in always less than what you. Like I said, a commercial lease is a negotiation because it's not governed by anything other than what the landlord is willing to accept and what the tenant is willing to accept. So always going low. Put a cap. Write in a clause that the increases will never be more than 2%. And let them come back and say, no, this is not acceptable. I won't take it. And then you can go up from there. Okay, I will not pay more than a 5% increase in the property taxes.
Right. So at least you're in worst case scenario. You're mitigating it. And well, like you're saying, Miami's a hot market right now.
It's a hot market.
People are buying for investment purposes. People are buying for
redevelopment purposes.
For redevelopment purposes.
Another one, by the way. Redevelopment. A lot of the leases will have a termination on sale clause, which gives the landlord the right to terminate the lease if there's a sale. There's also a relocation clause. Similar, they have a prescribed period of time to relocate you to a similar type of property. Okay. If in the event of a sale, because what happens is somebody comes in, they buy the building, they want to knock it down and redevelop the property. So a lot of those have it in there. Be wary of that. Make sure.
Well, and especially, I guess it depends on what you're doing, right? So, for instance, I'm an office. Most of my business is done, over the phone, internet, whatnot. To be honest with you, if I had to move to another office building,
sure.
I mean, my commute might be different, and some of that. But there's, probably can find a happy median somewhere along with the landlord. It's better to know up front though, because that way I can start working. I can start working on that happy median from
and make sure you have enough time.
Right, but now if I own a storefront,
you own retail.
Right, that has and I have prime space, that some other maybe larger entity, which I could name quite a few, but I won't, may want that particular out parcel or space. All of a sudden you're competing against larger dollars.
Sure.
If you don't have that set up front, you could find yourself in a position where a significant loss of income, not just because of the move, but also because of the fact that
there's a loss of clientele.
Sure,
that's a.
If you want to contact Oscar, I put his contact information in the description. Or if you have any questions that you'd like me to ask a professional, please leave a comment below. Thank you.